Alright then, welcome everybody to the stream. Hope we're doing well. Come to follow and catch the beginning of a stream. Perfect timing, clearly. Yeah, we're gonna be on for a little bit now. I got home. I'm feeling good. Had a pretty alright day at work. And I feel like I want to just chill with my my good old hunter. He deserves the extra love, I think. Hey. How are we doing? Yeah, I'm getting back into Hunter. Obviously, last stream we played a little bit of him. I'm kind of hoping to relatively soon get him to level 100. I want to get that the imbued weapon. Oh yeah, I'm going to be in my house, aren't I? Ooh, that's going to be a bit awkward. So I'm at my house for obvious reasons. Those obvious reasons being, hey, I was going to do my skill thingies, my deeds and whatever. And then I realized it's just very convoluted, so I might just do kind of... I think a hunt is one of the more awkward ones, which is I never ended up doing it properly, because I've got to, like, jump across a load of different things, but like eventually I'm gonna get a lot of the normal ones, like critically hit enemies with penetrating shot. It's gonna eventually happen. Total intention is just gonna happen occasionally. I've literally just got my second stat tree thing for it, so I can just do this and do it however many times and slowly get that up. I just don't use that during my normal time. I less on this character. You know, a lot of them they'll just eventually get done. Stuff like Beneath Notice probably won't. Explosive Arrows, Split Shot. Actually, I'm using Split Shot a little bit more recently, but we'll worry about that all some other time. Oh yeah, we have a extra trait point. However, the awkward thing is I don't know where to put it. I'm gonna go to some damage over time. I do like my damage over times. It's a nice little change up from... especially from Runekeeper. Yellow Arcade doesn't have that availability. Oh, really? I wanted to go Snowborn. Where's the closest area I have for something like this? Because, yeah, I went anyway, didn't I? So... Karis Galadon? Down to... Because that's something I started doing, was I wanted to pick up more things. But if I go Great River kind of way down to Rohan, right, that works. I mean, there's no real way of getting there from here, but I can ride there. I can ride there. Eventually, there we are. And we can just chill out for a little bit. In fact, what we can do is sort out our inventory a tiny bit, maybe. We've got apparently some warband stuff. I have some lock boxes. Actually, I'm going to keep these because I think after the stream, possibly, depending on how long I stream, actually, we could think about... I might think about getting myself some loot box unboxings, possibly. I'm kind of torn. I like doing the 100 loot boxes in a stream kind of thing, and I might do that still. But I also like the fact that I can just go and get some, and I can do Moat's armor, for example. In fact, while I'm here, I meant to do that, right? So the game crashed last time at the end of the last stream, which is kind of why we also finished off. Like, the game crashed as I was like, you know what, we'll probably finish off in second, and it was perfect timing. But I don't know how to use skills. But yeah, I didn't get a chance to do the thing I was going to do. I think I said I was going to pick up armor, because my armor is currently my lowest. I might even pick up the extra pocket item, the Token of the Hallberg, because I think I still have a spare Token of the Hallberg somewhere. Yeah. I'll lose a decent chunk of stuff, but it's only level 70, so it's not too bad. But I do get an extra 25% experience gain. But it's not from quests, and that's where we're getting the majority of our experience from, so it's probably not worth it. If I really wanted to, I have a ton of these. You know, I can go and make sure this level is doubled, and, you know, I can quadruple my experience for this level for the next hour. Probably not going to worry about that too much, because I don't I'm already over leveled, right? And I don't particularly want to super duper over level. As much as I want to get to 100, I don't want to be like super duper further than I need to be, and it becomes not fun, and etc, etc. So we're gonna go Traveler's Armor Medium, right? Yeah. And then we've also got Jewelry, Weaponry, and then this is the old 20 to 50 stuff. So yeah. And that gives me more room to work with. And also, I'm going to go Southbury because it's probably going to give me more availability for places to go. But just, I'm very interested in, like, the cloak, for example. The cloak we have here, level 72 compared to level 91. It's pretty much double, like, a little under double. I think if we were to go 1 or 2 levels higher, maybe 92, 93, it'll probably be pretty much double that. But yeah, just some interesting stuff, like trying to find out, because I think we're at the point where there's a massive you know, jump in armor quality. Come on, please work, please dismount. Wall steeds are so annoying for this. Right, Forlor's where I was, right? Let's hope. I think it's me evade. Okay. But yeah, I think the kind of... I like having one of these just to pay attention to it. But like I said sort of before, I think... Yeah, we were just up here. Like I said sort of before, also there's another quest I apparently missed. So let's maybe go do that first. I think at 100, I want to get full motes gear. And then at 120, I'd like to get full motes gear. At 120. Then, obviously 130 we'll do with whatever. And by the time we get to 130, it'll probably be 140 by that time. I wouldn't be surprised. So we'll just work with stuff from there. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if moat stuff becomes 120 or 130, maybe. Not quite sure how that would work, but I mean, it might do that, which would help out the character a bit. Oh no, guys, I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry. I apologize. Don't attack me. I'm trying to sort out my inventory. Right, you're asking for it. Oh, actually. Huh, is that something they fixed? I know for the longest time, if you're on a war steed, you would lose focus. So I would... Or was it the other way around? Can't remember. Trying to remember now. Yeah, I think if you got off wars, if you were on a war steed, you wouldn't have your focus or something. Thank you. Fence didn't stand a chance. It certainly did. I don't know why. That was something I had to comment on. Yeah, this fence versus Nurzum, never gonna win. Also, I think someone is around here possibly because these guys respawned and I wasn't the one to take them out. So someone could be around here. I mean, we were here last stream, but obviously it's been 24 hours plus since that, so... No. Little under 24 hours. Either way, that quest is now done. I just apparently forgot to do that one as we went through. And, yeah, so far we're not really struggling. I think actually I might get away with not even doing 100 gear. I think what might need to happen is at 115, I might need to gear up a bit better. Oh, 116 specifically, because that's that kind of big jump. But what I may end up doing is sort of getting from... I could get from 115 to 120 before starting more Mordor stuff. And then just get 120 gear, and then that's all just sorted. The only issue then is Light of Erendil, which, come to think of it, means I probably shouldn't do it that way. But I'm actually interested in the whole moats essences kind of dealio. So that'll be interesting to see. But for now, we have a session play, which hopefully doesn't crash my game. Let's hope. Please don't crash. Please. 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 Thank you.
Thrym Redbeard, the champion of Forlaw, proudly carries the hope of the people of Wildemore. He was one of the few to heed the call to defend an incoming attack on an early morning in Forlaw.
His face is just kind of... I don't know if this makes sense. His face just feels kind of flat. Does that make sense in any way? I don't know.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
You're forcing me to do War's Deed? Oh no. Wait, can I not do War's Deed? Oh, my only skill is to use... Okay. So, my rule of, like, I refuse to do War's Deed combat is no longer a thing. Though technically Tarvellad hasn't done War's Deed combat. It's just... We've heard about it. Yeah, make sure that you definitely get here. If this was War's Deed combat and I was this strong, I'd be like, well up for it, but I'm not. And I think the issue with like a session plays as well, we've talked about it before, is like, I don't know any of these skills. I'm just learning as I go. I don't know what my AoEs are and whatever. I mean, these are AoE, that's AoE, that's AoE. Like, they're all apparently AoE. There we go. If you guys can't take care of those, I'm like killing everyone. I'm gonna be slowly but surely going down as I try and get these archers going. So that's my heal. Removes all further, but I assume my further is based on something. But again, this is the thing, there's no like time to learn. Like, obviously with a normal character, you just learn as you go, right? You unlock a new skill, you sort of look at that, you know, you read your thingies. Instead, I'm just here, like, pressing whatever buttons that are red. Because, you know, it does damage. If these guys die, by the way, I mean, technically, if they die here, they probably die nicer than they actually die. Like, That's probably a better fate for them, let's gonna be honest. Also, I realize what's really throwing me off, and it's the fact that this is up here. I'm so used to it being down here now, in the middle of the screen, that it's just completely throwing me off that any of my health or whatever's up here. And this is just weird somewhere. Like, it's just kind of, I don't like it. Return to Edsig. Oh, this guy's just like, nah. We're done. You're done. Please? Please? I'll dismount.
Will you aid the horse lords?
Okay. No more session plays, please. Or apparently more I wonder what we can do. Session players can't do that. Have you... What did I do? What did I just do? Because I'm pretty sure it just kicked me out, but at the same time, apparently I completed it. That just seems redundant that I would return and then it would immediately take me out of the session play. Just like remove me from the session play at the end.
The White Wizard has taken everything from us.
So I don't know what I did then. I'm assuming that was as intended. It just kind of came at a weird time where I had also done something I kind of wasn't supposed to. It's also annoying because it takes away all my toggles and stuff. And it's just, I don't know. I do like session players. Sometimes. It's just the skills aspect can be a little bit, you know, redundant? No, I don't think redundant is quite the word I'm going for. You saw nothing. Absolutely nothing.
I'm afraid of what is happening to these lands.
Alright, clearly we need a more sensible horse for traversing this area. One that won't get us stuck. And make everything fine. I actually want to check in here, because I've got... So I've got a load of...
For the Rohirrim.
Okay, so I've got some small fellowship quests. I probably can't get away with those. But that's fine. Also, I have my Hobbit gift of the day and the week. Ooh. I have never had 3 enhanced XP supplies. Huh. It's kind of nice. Certainly a lot better than a landscape soldier token. I don't think I've ever used a landscape soldier token. For any reason. But I will happily take the enhanced XP supplies.
It's a sad thing to watch your lands die. The White Wizard
Even if it's
has
not for this
taken
character. I mean, again, if I make
everything
another 25 Bjornings, that's another 25 of those. It's 5 levels. Pretty happy with that as well. Alright.
I'm afraid of what is happening to these lands.
So use the horn to call at the west gate. Is the horn a inventory item? The horn is I'm dead item. Apparently not. I kind of wanted to die during that because it'd be easier than making my way all the way back around. But okay. Now I've got to do that. And to literally the opposite side. But okay. Cool. We'll deal with it. No problem. Don't mind me. Wow, that was the most impressive dash of all time. I think what we could end up doing, though, is tomorrow, or technically today for me, Sunday night, or next stream. That'll make a bit more sense. We still have the extra 10% virtue experience gain, so we should probably take some advantage of that, honestly. So what I should probably do is, like, next stream, use some of the enhanced XP, not enhanced XP supplies. Instead of leveling, use the Slayer accelerators that we have, and go do some sort of early level Slayer, possibly. Are you gonna disappear? No. Good. Because I think we've done, well, Wildwoods I'm not really counting for the moment. Shire, Ered Luin, I need to do Sarnor still, which is probably fine. Lone Lands, North Downs, I need to go do Troll Shores, but it's just, the Troll Shores is a bit of a hassle. But then we do still have, like, Exploration, and then we got Misty Mountains, and, you know, we can do a bunch of that stuff. Like, even if we do Explorer, that's still, like, a 10k, I think, from Misty Mountains that we can get. And if nothing's going to attack us, then super duper easy.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim. I'm afraid of what is happening to these
Strange
lands.
Spire to the north. This one? I thought that was a more strange spire, but okay. Whatever you say. Whatever works. But that's more quest, like this is a new sort of quest area. So that's another thing. Okay. So there's a Parthic clutched in the grips of a particularly violent, lingering winter Gitmog. I think I killed Gitmog last stream as well, but obviously it's a daily, so we'll do it. I am playing on Evernight. I used to play on Arkenstone for I think like 9 years it was, and then we moved over to Evernight at sort of the beginning of the year. I do want to go back to Arkenstone though, a little bit. Not permanently, but just when Good to Bad comes out, we probably will. Just while I'm unable to transfer from US to EU. Whatever weird reason they choose that to be a thing. Go north. This thing wants me to attack. I'm not going to worry about it. Actually, maybe I should. I'm a sucker for side content. Let me take you out. I think, though, my goal at the moment is a level a day. So if that'll take us a little over a week, like minimum, a level a day could work. And that should then take us, like, well, 9 days at least to, yeah, like 9 days to get us to 100, which is fine. I think as we sort of get closer, we should sort of start getting... Oh, that's the daily hunt. Okay, I'm not too fussed about that. But yeah, as we get closer, I think we should start gaining more experience or quicker. Especially if we do main content rather than side content. You're in Gladden or something? I mean, Gladden is a server, so we'll assume that much. But yeah, ultimately, as long as there's people playing, you don't even need necessarily people playing. I could probably enjoy myself with a, you know, a solo server if I was the only one on. I mean, it's better with more people, but I still think I could enjoy myself doing it that way. Okay, sorted. Oh my god, a strange spire to the south. That one right there. Is that the one I was thinking about earlier? So north, south, and it's probably one somewhere else as well. East. Maybe west. Maybe. Yeah, I actually think this is content that I haven't fully done before. I don't remember doing that session play, but I might have done this stuff. It's been a very long time since Rohan, though. I probably didn't, though. Not gonna lie. Hey, that's what it's all about, ultimately. I think that's the reason, well, it is the reason I ended up moving to Evernight, is I was primarily, like, a solo player. I didn't really do any group stuff or anything like that. I mean, originally, the friend that got me into the game, we did group stuff, but then he stopped playing, and then I sort of just stayed on my own for a bit. And obviously, I did the videos and the streams and stuff. And then when I started doing the free-to-play, that was on Evernight. So a lot of people on the streams were mentioning, hey, I'm on Evernight as well, you know, stuff like that. And that's what ultimately ended with us moving. And gave me an opportunity to actually, like, start up one of each character and actually, you know, have, yeah, one of each class, actually pay a bit more attention to them, rather than sort of having just the one character I play and, for the most part, ignore the others, which is basically what ended up happening. But yeah. I just wish I was able to get that character over to here, because that is essentially what this character is. I actually wonder how long it will be until this character is more strong than its Arkenstone counterpart. And in how much less time, probably. So, defeat alt. This is really annoying, sort of a visual, you know, ness. Like, I get it, it's immersive, but I think it's one of those things, it's like the drunk feeling, or the drunk effect. It's just kind of annoying for stream, not gonna lie. I'm sure it's not exactly the most pleasant thing to look at. It's not the most pleasant thing for me to look at normally, but I'm sure on stream it's probably even worse. But hopefully soon. Well, actually, I don't know. I do hope that it's not a long-lasting thing, but also it's kind of the point of this whole region, so it does make me think that there might be more than I prefer. Just because you gotta realize, like, well, I'm, you know, tracking down an ice giant type thing, right? So it's probably quite relevant. It's just feels so much stronger. I know this character is a higher level, but as I said, gear-wise, I say arguably worse overall, minus the pocket item, and I guess the extra weapon. But I just feel so much stronger than my Runekeeper. But it's not to say my Runekeeper felt like he wasn't strong. Just in comparison, I do feel stronger. But also, I am over-leveled for this area. So, there's that. Because I, like, my physical mastery versus a 91 enemy is 172.2. But compared to, like, a level 85 enemy, probably not so bad.
I am afraid of what is happening to these
Done
lands.
fast.
I'm
Well,
afraid of
here's
what
an
is happening to
unexpected.
these
Yeah, it's gonna. We haven't actually got to this point yet, but yeah, done fast gets to that point where you know, it's actually relevant to the main story. Yep. Get to meet our favorite, one of our favorite people. One of my favorite people, at least. I mean, for all I know, she could be a hated character. I'm actually not too sure. I just like her as a character. And that character is Sarah Urquhart. No, it's not. Though, as we know, Sarah Urquhart is the fan favorite character. For her blinding speed in all her missions. I think I'm going around this direction, right? Wow, this has literally ice crystals on the barrels. Yikes. And we've got something over here. Cool, and then there's one more piece to the puzzle. Apparently you're near. Well, so for context, that isn't actually for a normal character. So occasionally we do this thing, the Iron Man challenge, where, you know, if the character dies, it gets restarted. And chat gets to decide the race and the class for said character. So I mostly get hobbits a lot of the time, since I'm quite vocal about my dislike of hobbits.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
And basically, that is a redemption for that character to be deleted, not necessarily any
of what
character.
is happening to these lands.
Because, yeah, I would probably be quite crazy if, you know, someone could just pay some points and delete this character and I'd have to redo all this, you know. Probably a terrible idea. Also, I really need to move this up. It's starting to annoy me. There we go. Yeah, certainly not a good idea normally. Yeah, in regards to the IMAT, which we haven't done for a while, but I'm nearly in Moria. I'm quite surprised by. After, what, 12 attempts, I think? Finally. We on 12 attempts? I don't know. P-Man the 7th was probably the worst death. The dumbest death I've ever had to a character. So much so there is a command to show that death. It's problematic. Yeah, so, yeah, if the character dies, it gets deleted. Obviously, there's the point redemptions. We can't use anything above uncommon, so green gear. No XP boosts. Well, no, okay, so obviously if you use the thing to get XP boosts, you can, but, like, I'm not allowed to use the auction hall. I'm not allowed to craft. I'm not allowed to use pre-existing items like my marks and stuff between the characters. Stuff like that. Just to make it a little bit more difficult. I think the original ruling was you could only use your original legendary weapon, but I think that was from a while ago. It's not really viable to continue doing that, I think. So we sort of changed it up a little bit. But once I get onto like a proper stream, like a normal time stream, which is not what tonight normally is, then we'll be doing more of that stuff. It's just, you know, normally I start at 6 p.m. till midnight. Today I started at midnight. So we're about 6 hours ahead. And I know if I'm a little bit tired and not quite with it, I will inevitably die to some very dumb thing. Which is exactly what happened to F-Man the 7th. That was during our 24-hour stream, so certainly wasn't quite on the ball. This is a perfect place for our hunter to shine. So, passage of foes. Right? So I'm looking for a Dunfast spy, which is right in front of us. But yeah, for context, I'm going to hate myself for this, but if you exclamation point rip, there is F-Man the 7th's death. If you want to watch me suffer. Probably the dumbest death I've ever had in this game. Second dumbest death I've ever had in this game. Not gonna lie. Okay, and you're right here. He-Man the 6th was a bit of a sad. Also, I'm totally happy about the idea that He-Man is Iron Man, but using the periodic table for iron. That was my big brain idea. I'm just clearly that clever. Right. Best horse in the game. Don't care what you say. You say otherwise, you're wrong. It's a hierarchy in horses. It's hobby horse, steed of the Ash Plains, steed of the Dead City.
These are
Everything else is B tier. Not even A tier. Everything, those are S tier, and then everything else. I should do that. I should do a tier list of lottery amounts. Just everything is F, except what I want. Oh, what's occurring in here? Level 85 though. Actually, that said, that's the same as what I currently have, so it's not too bad. Could be worse, for sure. So we got to go to the refugee camp, which I've realized the slight issue is I'm slowly confusing what I've done on this character compared to what I've done on Palpatine, and it's kind of throwing me off a tad. Palpatine is probably the most complete character at the moment, which is funny to think that I have a max character that's probably less complete. I mean, gear-wise, yes, but yeah, gear-wise, not so much, but
war is upon us. Down with Isengard. How could we
like
possibly
completion of
survive
story.
this?
Okay, so I talked. We haven't got any
These are
unusual
desperate
relics.
times for the Rohirrim.
So what's a character? Oh, I gotta talk to you.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Oh, it's interesting that. So I got relic
I am
combination and
afraid
a
of
forge
what is
master.
happening to these lands.
It's just interesting that they would sort of have named one.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Oh, now I've got to ask you about artifacts.
1,000 curses upon the orcs. How could we possibly survive?
Hello, child.
this?
Artifact? Yes, no.
These are
Maybe so.
desperate times for the Rohirrim. The White Wizard has taken everything from us. The enemy must be punished for encroaching upon our lands.
I'm afraid of what is happening to these lands.
Basically,
I'm
we just need to
afraid
take
of
out
what is
Nurzum.
happening to these lands.
That's what we need
I'm
to do.
afraid of what is
Search the
happening to
small
these
farm for
lands.
cows because they very much need it. And then we've also got some extra quests here. So ward against the cold, so
will pay for the
some
crimes of the
clothing
White Hand.
essentially, and then
It's a sad thing
check
to watch your
crops.
lands die.
this we're just. It is a sad thing to watch your lands die. Slightly annoying that I killed, I think, all the wolves, and therefore, you know, they probably haven't respawned yet, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just extra kills for me. That's all it is, ultimately. I mean, I do like getting the hides. I mean, Taylor, I don't need them necessarily, but it's nice to have them and just, you know. I like crafting in this game. It's kind of therapeutic in a sense sometimes. So, you know, I get to just sit back, relax, but I'm still making, you know, progress. And I'm still interested in the level 95 armor. It's kind of the reason, like, I want to make the 95 stuff, because it makes sense. And then the level 100 gear just seems a bit meh, and there's no more guild gear at that point, until tier 13. So, I don't know how the 95 gear will hold up until 105. Probably decently. And then hopefully I can just get, like, 105 gear from quests. Or 100 to 105 gear through quests. And then all I need to do from that point is, do Mordor and get the Light of Arendelle stuff. Dead. How many more wolves do I need to kill? So this is my final one to collect, which is good, because I always forget to do this. Until they're, like, right in front of me. And then probably down here? Maybe? Okay. And then hopefully by the time... Oh, I just punched my keyboard, basically. By the time we get ourselves back up there, hopefully they've just sort of respawned and we're all good. Backpack. I do like my backpacks. I see some crops over there as well. Not so lucky so far with the backpacks. Last stream, I'm pretty sure every other backpack we had gave us a bit of armor. I mean, we did get this, but I don't know what that's from. Oh, interesting. It is level 85. It is... yes and a no. More agility, more health, more finesse, lose physical mastery. So it's kind of one of those. And again, this is something I want, except I lose the physical mastery as well. And I don't want to dip too much on that, because it's a little scary. Is there going to be something here? There could be some in somewhere. Is it going to be in here? Isn't it has no effect? Is it in a home? I mean, there are crops in here. Maybe the barn. I'd say the barn would make sense to have some stuff in, but... No? Okay. Ah, found it. I'm not dumb. I totally saw it. Yeah, I don't want to lose my damage just for a higher chance of hitting. Obviously, finesse is useful, but physical mastery takes, like, priority. I think the sort of gauge for it is, so the hierarchy for it, rather, would be more like physical mastery, vitality. No, physical mastery, crit, vitality, finesse, I think is the order for hunter, preferably. I could be wrong, though, but I know those four are important. It's just the order, but I think I'm certainly sure that physical mastery has a higher priority than finesse, so... Though I will get, obviously, more agility and health. So it's just awkward. I don't know. It's a difficult decision. Don't like it. Okay, so Ward Against the Cold, and we got you as well. We've got ourselves a cow that listens to a whistle. Talk to the cow, as you do.
I am afraid
disappointed to just go moo on the thing. I found that 1,000 times more amusing.
White Wizard has taken everything.
And we have a session play. Right, okay.
Now that the refugees from Dunfast have recovered their strength and their hope,
I think this is more of a traditional session play, because I've got uppercut, kick, and strength and panic, which is just a lot of
I
region.
am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
6,174 morale, which is probably what, like 5% or something like that. And no, 20%, right? Anyway, and then every 1 second for 15 seconds. So it's just going to be a lot of regen. Clearly need a lot of it to survive this onslaught.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
Near the windmill. Was there a windmill there before? Or is it a case of the windmill's been destroyed? Is that what we're understanding here? Maybe the windmill's been destroyed. Kind of be a little concerned. Finding you have not the will to go further. You are far too afraid. Brave though you are. I just went further. What are you chatting?
These are desperate times for the
Evacuate.
Rohirrim.
Get out of here.
I am afraid.
Go,
of
go,
what is
go, go,
happening to
go.
these
Go,
lands.
go, go, go. Probably not on a time limit, but it might be on a time limit. Let's hope it's not. Probably not. I'm a little bit scared after yeah, I'm a little bit scared after last time that me just going in and out of these is just going to end up with me.
I'm afraid of what is happening
Like,
to these lands.
Yeah, it's going to end up with me like crashing or something.
These are desperate times
Go,
for the
go.
Rohirrim.
Break the lock. Oh, this is why the lock was broken. Okay, cool. Good to know we did it. I guess. Go, go.
Why
Evacuate.
Are you bothering me?
Otherwise you'll just get crushed. You'll just get crushed. Don't want to get crushed. Oh, it's... I do actually have to do something. Very simple attacks though, which kind of makes sense. Come on, just you just gonna get killed or something? Beaten, was carried out and evacuated with the others. Okay. A lot of session plays. So many session plays. Normally they're very few and far between, but apparently today it's all about them session players. Cool.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands.
Yeah, don't think about it too much.
It's a sad thing. to watch your
Okay, the man has no
lands
longer
die.
lived at Dunfast to draw the home piques your interest once again. He left his he was given a curse relic and then he left how and no one believed him. It's in the northern woods.
The
When I
White
asked
Wizard has
about
taken everything
this
from
quest must
us.
be complete before the refugees leave the Witch Shores. Okay, so that makes it so that they will leave the Witch Shores then.
These are desperate
Good to
times
know.
for the Rohirrim.
So we're gonna find him and find the fisherman's home. I don't know where that is. Fisherman unaware of the threat. So let's go over there since there's kind of a limit a little bit on that. Like it has to be completed before these guys go. Which kind of spoils it a little bit, you know. So yeah, maybe yeah, as I said, spoils it. I guess fine. I prefer to tell me that rather than I put it later and then it's no longer available. Or maybe have the final one being like, this will move the inhabitants to another location. Make sure to complete all previous quests before now. But also, yeah, we should just go do it because, you know, it's just how that works. Yo, fisherman. Nobody seems to be home. They're probably fishing. Probably. Did I just teleport through something? Or did I just completely run up a cliff because I wasn't paying attention for a second? Probably the latter. Which is fine. Need to remember to turn that on as well. Find the hut in the woods, find the hut in the plains. Oh, that's just a deed, okay. And not even one that gives us virtue experience, which sucks.
What is this world coming to?
So, okay, I was going to say, it looks like we're going to have to fight. Which is fine. Yeah, don't kill me. Where is he? Speak with the fisherman? Oh, he's here. Okay, probably because... Yeah. So, now that you won't fight us, we can actually chill out. So I'll probably stay over here for a little while and make sure these are all done because I don't want to like start up something now and then, you know, go do. That really confused me. Then go do something else later and then these no longer become available and all that jazz. And I'm actually quite enjoying like. Oh my! What do we have here? Tarvellad, someone who hasn't been alive for years. Actually, no. He was alive yesterday. Just fishing. Yeah, chilling out. Maxing, relaxing. Well, not maxing. Not what I meant. I just went chilling. With, as you know, the best hat in the game. Clearly. There is no equal. I need to defeat 2 brutal, 3 Harry? The look is pain. I'm in pain. Really. In fact, I've actually just been really enjoying playing Tarvellad. Just in general. Like, obviously, I've been saying this for ages, like, he is a higher level than not Renable. God damn. He is a higher level than he is a higher level in total than Palpatine. However, he just does definitely feel so much more powerful than Palpatine. Even though my gear is actually worse than Palpatine's gear. Like, I have the same level weapon. In fact, lower weapon. Alright. Well, 89. Okay, maybe not. I lied. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. So like I said, I have my plan as well for Tarvellad. So, you know, hopefully we're all good. So far, you know, we got a level yesterday. A level hopefully today at least. I'd like to get 2. 2 would be nice. But I'm not guaranteeing it. Especially since we're doing under-leveled side content. But I am looking for those trait points. I mean, it was perfect timing for the stream. I think you followed like 5 minutes after I started streaming. Which means 5 minutes before I started the stream bit of the stream. I think I gotta wait for some enemies to respawn. Oh no. Imagine killing enemies too quickly and having to wait. Oh, the woe of being too strong as Tarvellad. It's actually kind of lucky because so I started the stream at 10:02 technically, you know, midnight is when we started, but I actually was supposed to finish at midnight for work today, so you know, yeah, that's why we got to make sure that we actually make some progress.
Hand is wicked.
Oh, this is intolerable. I'll not be ignored.
Cool.
There are not enough curses in the world
So many
for the
supplies.
invaders of the lands
I
of
don't
Rohan.
pressure pushing down on me. Right, it's a song. I think it's one of those things though where I'm like, you know, what me being on a hunter is very chill. You know, I can play hunter near enough with my eyes shut, I think, at the moment. So I am on level 91 on this character. Probably 92. Well, certainly 92 by the end of this stream. I need to actually collect the meat. Oops. But yeah, it's like I said, Palpatine reached level 95. Not 95, 85, sorry. He's on my friends list, but... Palpatine did reach level 85, which means he is going to be halted for the moment. But I'm glad you enjoyed the videos. Hopefully a bit more consistent soon is the idea. It's treason then? Well, we are putting him on hold for your benefit, so you don't feel so bad. You know, don't want to outshine you too much. Still 85. Yeah, I said ultimately I'd go to 85 because I wanted to get the armor for 85 done and the legendary weapon done for 85 as well. So I'm going for a first stage and getting all that sorted. There's no reason to go to a first stage. It's literally not worth it. But I was like, if I'm going to be at 85 for a while, I'll make an 85 first stage. And if I'm able to make the items for it, it means that when Palpador gets to 65, 75, 85, we can just craft those up really easily for you. Probably. I mean, the damage, there is a damage increase. And then if I'm not going to be leveling for a while, it gives me an excuse to sort out legacies on it. And then I've got like starlight crystals and I can do like scrolls of empowerment if I want to.
Why are you bothering
Go
me?
from there. And then at least there's something. It's like Faerand almost, except, you know, higher level. Want to hear something fun? Is it actually fun? Missed 70% of the festival stream. I mean, there is 1 day left. Well, 2 days left, technically. I barely done it. I just haven't even touched it. I just haven't had the time. I had a comment today from someone I was working with tonight that I agree with, but I don't want to agree with. And I was talking about the fact that I've been doing a lot of nights, and they were like, oh, I think you're really good at night shifts. And I went, I am, but that's the problem. Because I'm good at them, you know, I get put more on them, which you know. Yeah, I think for this festival though, not gonna lie, it's a bit lackluster for me. Don't know what it is. It's a bit meh. Even though it's 2 festivals in one. It's just very meh for me.
The enemy must be punished for encroaching upon
Yeah.
our lands.
They said that and I was like, I hate that. I somewhat agree with you. I think I've got 1 horse on Reneborn, and that's it. I haven't touched on this character. I think with horses, I know I'm just ultimately going to use the same horse over and over again. So I'm not actually too broken up about it. I don't know. I just feel like the Midsummer Festival was more hype, I guess, for me. I did say for like Faerand, I was like, oh, I want to make sure that I get everything on Faerand, and you know, we'll make sure that we get, you know, every horse, and I want to use Mithril coins to get all the horses. But I just really don't have the motivation to go do a festival at the minute. So, eh. I'm enjoying Rohan a ton though. Rather be in Rohan at the minute.
The White Wizard has taken everything from us. It is a sad thing to watch your lands die.
In his abandoned home. Okay. I gotta do... Okay. But yeah, I'd say overall Rohan, minus the mounted combat aspect, it's probably one of my favorite expansions. How am I as a sick person? What do you mean, how ill am I? I'm not ill. Unless you're talking about my sick skills playing Hunter. God, it hurt to say that. Or do you mean how am I when I'm sick? Oh, I'm... The thing for me is, like, if I'm, like, a bit meh, like, if I'm ill, probably just, you know, just be like, meh. Not really worry about it. But if I'm, like, really bad, like, when I was off sick, you know, whenever it was, however long ago it was now, that was me, like, unable to function as a person physically. And at that point, I was like, you know, unable to do stuff for myself. Then I think I was a bit problematic. But no, normally if I'm, you know, got a cold or feel a bit sick, I'm just like, whatever. So I've always said, I tend to not get, like, when I get ill, do I complain or stuff like that? Not really. No, I couldn't think so. Don't think I'm, like, annoyed, like, obviously I don't want to be ill if I'm ill, but, like, I'm not complaining about it. Unless you count, like, you know, ow, my head hurts as complaining. I don't know. Yeah. Thoughts on that? Is it in this one? I thought it was this. I did mention this thing was here, did I not? Yeah. But obviously when I was ill, first 2 to 3 days, I couldn't even like sit up. I was literally just only able to be in bed. I was just like, if I got asked how you feel, I'd be like, I still can't. Still got pain here, here, here. I don't like to be a
White
burden.
Wizard has taken everything from us.
Is it
These
going to be another
lands
session play?
were
It's
once
not.
so
We're
fair.
perfect.
There is a story behind the stone fragment uncovered in Dunfast. An old and dark one.
I hate this
It is a
effect on
sad
the
thing
screen.
to
I
watch
hate it.
your
I hate
lands
it. I
die.
hate it. I don't know if it'll be post-processing, but I'm honestly... It's more effort to change it right now. So hot. I don't know what temperature it is right now here. 13 degrees. It's not been that bad, actually. I need to stop having this effect, please.
The White Wizard has taken everything
I mean,
from
yeah.
us.
Also could be that. It's an old wanderer. Who is it? Can you guess who this individual is? Who's that Pokemon? This guy shows up a few times across the story. And by that I don't mean Gandalf, right? I mean the old wanderer where like he has this weird like aura around him. He just kind of stands there. He's like outside Snowbourne at some point. It's really weird. I can't move. Oh, I can't move. Okay, I couldn't move for a second.
It's a sad thing to watch your lands die.
Yeah, he has this weird aura of sorts. Is that what he just looks like to normal people? I don't want you to know who I am. Okay. So he's just chatting. Just chilling, chatting. I think it's just a case of, it's like, it's, you know, it is Gandalf, and we know it is Gandalf. But it's like, you know. But also, it could just be like Saruman. I think it's like Saruman pretending to be Gandalf. Because, like, this thing's bringing destruction, so why, you know. You know?
The White Wizard has taken everything from us.
So, yeah.
The White Wizard has
The
taken
stone Saruman
everything
gave
from us.
Oethel is the key. Yeah, so it is Saruman disguised as Gandalf.
These lands were once so fair.
Because, yeah, he's kind of being suspicious. A little bit suspicious. You'll snooze on the floor. You can't get Palpatine to pick it up for you. Or just roll over onto the floor and then it'll be there and then you can't drop it. Whichever works better.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
So these guys are heading over to Forlore, it looks like.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Yeah. Hasten to Forlore to tell Garwig that you All that you know. Okay. Can I just use the Stablemaster for that?
I'm afraid of what is happening
Yeah,
to
that's
these
easier.
lands.
Okay. Yes. Exactly. It's clearly the
Travel
only course of
swiftly,
action.
but we will aid you as best we may.
Oh, I can get Guide to Forlore. I am a hunter. Yes, I can get those things. I forgot that I was a hunter. Or more specifically, I forgot that hunter can get travel skills. For a second. Critical rating. Interesting. Could be a useful thing. There are no hunter ones though. Kind of sad. But potency of Elder Days. Balerian damage type plus critical rating or critical defense. I want some ancient dwarf damage at the moment. It's kind of my focus. Oh, I want your opinion, Ghost. I want your opinion on a cosmetic. It's actually like a legit thing. Not these, I hate these. Okay, cool. So bear in mind, this is not for a hunter. This is more for Kestor, my fire rune keeper. I originally got it on Palpatine. But obviously Palpatine is all black. But I want your opinion. Let me go get it. It's in my wardrobe. So... where is it? This one. What do you think of this robe? But I was thinking this robe, obviously without the shoulders, without like gloves. You can have it. You can have a cosmetic version of it. No. Sorry. So the one that you've got is this one. Right? That's the one from the quest. That you had for Palpatine. Or Palpadol. Right? This one is this. This is just, I think, very similar to the thing I wanted to get on the Warden. So if I were to put, like, this with it, it almost feels like that kind of fits, except the clipping, obviously. But I was thinking for, like, Kestor, without a cloak is my idea. Or without a hat, without a cloak, maybe with gloves. Maybe with a cloak. Not this cloak, though. I think this cloak subtracts from it. I had it on Feyrand. Not Feyrand. I had it on Palpatine at first. But obviously I couldn't actually change it. I just wanted to have a look. But yeah. I'm glad it is Ghost approved. Clearly, very much the most important thing about a cosmetic is whether or not it's Ghost approved. Speaking of cosmetics, if we wanted to, we could have a look at cosmetics. Since you're here.
What can I do for you?
But I do like myself this one. But kind of that without the cloak even. Kind of that. It's kind of bare bones. So it's crafted. That's why I said I could get you one if you wanted. It's just a tailor crafted item. It's a level 85. Yeah, just level 85 robe. But I like it. But as I said, I think this cloak actually takes away from it. So I probably like, I don't know, hooded cloak of many worlds. Not hooded. Just what about? I don't have a cloak of many worlds, do I? Just a regular one? I don't. Legolas's cloak. But yeah, it's very similar to the the white tree stuff that I liked. I still think the white tree stuff would be what I prefer. It has this like little pouches. So the jacket of the white tree, like all this stuff, has like these little pouches here. And I do like that because it makes it seem like, you know, he's got like pouches of, you know, a spare rune stone or his actual rune, like his rune pouch. But yeah. Anyway. So I just get a general opinion on it. Oh, that's not who we're going for. It's this character. So I think I would probably go for the white tree stuff if I could get it. But that's Isengard. So I need two characters. Yeah, I think I don't like the hood. I'm not a huge... I like the shoulders are nice. I don't think the hood works for a Runekeeper. Nor for Feyrand as well, I think. He'd probably go hoodless. But yeah, I think for a Runekeeper specifically, just for the white, or even potentially like a grey. A grey might be better. Color over that with the pouches. It's just, the pouches are a little thing that I think just add just that little bit extra. So I wouldn't be too fussed about it, but yeah, just wanted a general opinion. Yeah, I saw it and I was like, that is... I think that's nice for like a Runekeeper and a Lawmaster. Like a robed character. I don't actually even like this this armor. Not a fan of it. The aesthetic of it. I do like, however, if I remember correctly, I do quite like the look of this. Like this look. Just something about this does feel quite nice for Hunter. I don't know why. Maybe different colors. Gold even. Gold actually looks quite nice on that, I do think. What about not wearing gold? Right, silver. It's quite nice. Don't like the hat? I do like the hat.
It is a sad thing to watch your lands die. The White Wizard has taken everything from us.
I am afraid of what is happening
But I'm still
to
wearing
these
it.
lands.
I just don't like this look. The chest and the legs. I will always use this hat. I'll be a level 130 with this hat.
Your lands die.
Please stop making me go back and forth. I think it's obviously dependent on the character, right? So, I think it works on this character. The only time I will change this hat for one reason. Actually, I've decided. There is one thing that will make me change this hat. I've got 10 Iron Man off. It should be off. Yeah, they're all paused. So you can't buy them.
These are
They still show
desperate times
though.
for the Rohirrim.
But yeah, there is one item that will make me make this hat no longer be here. And that is the snow-dusted traveler's hat. which on its own, actually, I prefer this hat. But I think with the outfit looks better. So that'll probably be the outfit that this character gets. I do like the outfit, the snow-dusted stuff. It's just nice. But it is, I will admit, relatively basic. I think this cloak actually works better than the actual cloak for it. But, yeah.
The White Wizard has taken everything.
Not sure
from
who's
us.
worse for what.
It's a sad thing to watch your lands
I'm
die.
nearly done in this region, I swear. Alright, Path of Nozem. Probably find that soon. And then Quests of Wildemore. Quests of Wildemore. High Knolls and then Balewood, and then we're done. Oh, the hats. Why'd you hate this hat so much? There's nothing about this hat to hate. The issue is I haven't traveled that high up now. Because we have on Palpatine, have not on here. Because I have, in the grand scheme of the story, we've like only just entered Moria. And then now we're in Rohan. But like, technically the Fellowship have not progressed any further yet. So that's kind of awkward. Because yeah, we entered, we got our legendary items, and then from that point onwards, nothing. Now we're level 91, nearly 92. But yeah. I need to find a better bow though. I do like this bow. It's pretty nice. But I think I had one in my storage, right? I'm not sure if I prefer it to what I currently have, though. Because I like Daylang. I might even use Daylang for my swords. Because what am I using right now? Sword of Iridian? But I think Daylang is better. It's more elven, it feels like. Bow of Bluffing is that one, which is what I use on my other character. But I think I had another one. I can't remember where it was. Hey, hey. How we doing? The cringe outfit auto spawns in your mind. Damn. I mean, we did... I think you're the person that... You know, you're the only person in Stream Chat that hates the hat. You know? Everybody else always says they love the hat. I'm going to get one of these hats from real life and I'm going to wear it on stream. That's my plan. That's the ultimate plan. Cool. That's a really weird sound for a banner to be destroyed, but... Aight, cool. I wonder how this is going to affect the main story, though. Because, like, if we take out this thing... Alright. If we take this thing out, it appears in the main story. So, what's going to go on there? Also, I refuse to try and take down that warband. Not going to happen. No, nobody in the game hates it whatsoever. I just feel like, at least in my opinion, like helmets like this do not look good. Alright. I can understand a helmet for a heavy class, but I think for like medium classes and light classes, it just doesn't fit with an aesthetic that is in my mind. Well, good luck. Because everybody loves it, so. Gonna be a little stuck there. That went really well. Surprised I didn't get interrupted. So these guys are all 85. See, that's the issue, right? I said this before, but the issue is all the content we're doing is level 85 because that's the level cap at the time. And then once we get to like West Rohan, it'll jump up to like 88. But then by that time, we're already going to be like 92, 93-ish. So it kind of sucks a little bit. But whatever works, should be fine. I have not seen the new LEGO Star Wars trailer. I haven't really watched anything recently. Like, I've not watched anything on like YouTube or anything. I'm behind on stuff. I just kind of hadn't had the chance. Because I'm either at work now, or streaming, or sleeping. So yeah, kind of sucks. But I'll try and get around to watching it. We'll play it on stream when it comes out. Does that sound right? Sound alright? Of an idea? I can't wait to play my favorite episode of Star Wars in Lego form. Because we all know what mine and Ghost's favorite Star Wars episode is. Damn. How's Ghost gonna get all these, you know, festival items that come out in the game if you're going to be offline? Gonna miss all this festival. You'll miss the festival that's when that game releases. It's gonna be a festival with like the item that you want most, and then you know you're gonna want this like item. And then, yeah. You're not gonna be able to get it. Am I going in this door? I guess. You went for 2 years? To be fair, I don't think I've played a Lego Star Wars game. No, I did play episode 7. I mean, before that, I guess I only played like the, I played episode 7. And then I would have played like the original, well no, the 2DS games. Lego Titanic. Get Lego Titanic. The video game. Episode 7 was weird. Yeah. I'll be honest, like I said, when I played episode 7 of Lego Star Wars, I don't remember. Like, I really don't remember it. I couldn't tell you specific things about that game. Because, like, you get Lego games and they have puns in them and stuff like that. But, like, I couldn't tell you any. But I have been watching, you know, a little bit for probably about, like, 2 weeks ago. I did watch a lot of videos that were, like, Lego Batman ones. Which was interesting. So, that's fun. But they were less about the game. More the, thing. Yeah, so I played, there were 3, I think, DS games. One had the original trilogy, then one had the prequels, and then one had all 6. If I remember correctly. And I pretty sure I like 100% completed all of them. And then I went with the like create a character, and I made something that was like every, you know, trying to combine every like, you know, different skill. So you have like the one character, one character you could use that was like able to use the dark side of the force and the light side of the force and just the force in general, but was able to go for the little trap things, and then it was also able to like double jump and, you know, whatever other things there were. So yeah.
Cold air creeps
Never
in
played it on
over
the PS2.
Beator, sending shivers down the spines of all caught within.
I think I've only played, well, other than episode 7, which was on PC, I've only ever played them on DS. Actually, no, that's a lie. Well, at least Star Wars ones. I played like Lego Indiana Jones, I think, on DS and also Xbox or something. Rey, obviously. Palpatine isn't in episode 7, though. I mean, Rey Palpatine is. So I'm right. Oh no. Nuzum. I'm gonna get wrecked over here. This way. So weird that they actually don't attack. Yeah, I could tell you that. I can tell you those things about that game. So again, maybe we should, you know, go through stream one day and like play the originals or something. I'm sure you can get them on PC, right? 1 to 3. PC, right? In fact, I actually think I got it on PC and then it didn't work for some reason. I can't remember. Maybe I got confused. Yeah, I've got a controller. In fact, I kind of want to load up my Steam, but I also don't want to get deaded in this. Jump off the cliff? Oh no, it's like it's calling to me. This quest was made for me. Right. Let's have a real quick look at my library. If I look up Lego, no. I have a Lego Ninjago movie video game. It's such a stupid title. The Lego Ninjago movie video game. You're gonna die? Why are you gonna die? Don't die. It's bad for you. You're in pain. Oh no! I've discovered a cave. And I teleported back to it because clearly it needed me to. Yikes. Okay, thank you, game. I nearly died today.
White Wizard
I was
has
in
taken
pain.
everything from us.
So I was choking.
These lands were once so fair.
Wasn't fun. Trying to talk to a customer and then suddenly, you know when you have something like dry in the back of your throat and then you can't sort of like swallow or breathe? I don't know
I'm
how to
afraid
explain
of
it
what is
properly.
happening
I
to
had
these
that,
lands.
and I didn't have a drink, and then I was like constantly coughing, but I couldn't like breathe properly, so I like exasperated, had to like tell this customer to, you know, where he was playing, and then like I had to then help the person that was behind me real quick because their machine broke, so then I had to go move them, and then I had to like run. The first guy was fine because basically I told him everything I needed to tell him, and then he kind of just lingered, and I was like, yeah, you're on number 4, but I was like coughing occasionally and like whatever. And then the woman that I was talking to after, because we had, you know, chatted a few times just because, you know, she'd been playing for a while. I think she understood the fact I was like, I need a drink. My throat's just very dry. She was like, you know, where do I work? I work at a bowling alley. I got a like a customer like review yesterday that was like, he did really well, but I hated it because I didn't hate getting a review. Oh no, I nearly couldn't breathe. I was like nearly unable to breathe for like a bit, and then I had to like run to get a drink of water and then down it to like actually be able to, you know, exist. It's not a fun time. But obviously, if you're like coughing at all in front of anybody in sort of this current nowadays, you know, you kind of get those looks as well. Yeah, I got a review yesterday, and there's a customer being like, you know, see if I can get it up. See if I can remember what it was. Yeah, exceptional service, all round great service, right? Like, it's fine. I'm glad I did all around good, but I'd like a bit more specifics so I know what I'm good at, and then maybe what I can be like, okay, if I did good there, then maybe I didn't go so good here, and I can improve that. Like, you know, not to sound like I'm upset about getting a good review. It's alright. I think there was a bit of a tough time in the last like few months where we had a few people leave for varying reasons. And then
war is upon us. Down with
now we've got a few more people back. On the same topic, I had a guy come up to me today and was like, he asked for a basically we had a roll of, you know, blue roll to wipe down surfaces and stuff, and I just like pulled a bit off, and a guy came over and was asking me if he can have some. So I went, sure. Do you want the bit that I've got now that I just pulled off, so you don't have to worry about pulling it off yourself? He's like, no, you've just used it. I'm like, I haven't used it. I've just pulled it off. And I was like, sure, fine, whatever. Gave it to him. Gave the roll to him. And then he like had a full-on go at me. He was like, oh, you know, I'm the customer. I'm right. You know, you don't need to be so rude to me. You've been like that a few times to me tonight. I'm like, what? I don't even, have I? He's like, oh, maybe you're just like that as, that's just what you're like as a person. I'm like, wait a minute, what? Someone, what have I done? I don't understand. And then later on, I helped the guy out with a machine that broke, and the guy that was with them, like, they were one big group, and the guy that, like, the main guy was like, oh, just so you know, amazing customer service today. Like, not sarcastically, like, legitimately. Like, I can pretty well tell sarcasm. And that just really threw me off. So on the one hand, I've got a guy who's apparently got a really, like, a bone to pick with me about apparently I'm a horrible person, which maybe I am. I don't know. But yeah, and then next breath, someone being like, amazing. I don't understand. Really threw me off. I even mentioned it to someone else, like someone I was working with, and they just sort of laughed at the fact of me being, you know, antagonistic. Maybe. But yeah, it kind of threw me off on the whole thing. So I'm like, one moment you're saying one thing, and the next moment you're saying that. Yeah. But I was like, ultimately, if I have a group of 8 people who or let's say I've got a group of 8 people, 7 people were fine with me, and then one person just has a issue with me particularly, I'm not gonna lose sleep over that, so I'm fine. Yes or no? Yes. And is that yes? You're gonna rest and feel better? Probably not. Why? What? What? What's that? What did I do? What? I mean, Ghost always says me. Yeah. Ghost is gone now, so we can talk about him. Fine. So I need to collect pelts. I will say that's one thing I don't like about this region. Oh, right. Okay. But I will say that's one thing I don't like about this region is the kind of kill and collect type of things, because let's say I'd go in the North Downs and it's collect meat from the Aurochs or whatever. You know, that's just a drop, and because I've got always loot on, it always loots it. Whereas with this, it's like, it's 2 steps when it only needs to be 1. Especially for a ranged character, I think it can be a bit more annoying. Melee, you're right there already, but then I've got to go that extra bit, you know. Where normally I don't. Maybe I'm just being whiny for the sake of being whiny, but I don't know. Just kind of the way I think about it, the way I feel about it. One more of each, and we're all good. And we're nearly at that level 92. It's kind of a big deal. So far, playing this character, we're doing a level a day, which is nice. We could do more. Since this character isn't Palpatine and, you know, isn't held to the same rules as Palpatine, we can actually get away with using XP tomes and stuff like that if we did decide that was the course of action. I don't think I want it right now because I don't want to outlevel area too much because I'm already outleveled. But yeah, if we get a bit closer or we need some help later on, we can always do that. Go do some walk pens. Has a limp? Damn. I think my cat burnt their paw. Or their, like, kind of ankle. The other day. Because it's like, it just looks like almost like a boil. But I don't know how they did it. It's like that's the thing I don't know. It could just be a wound, like, because there's been a cat that's been going around and attacking other cats, like all the other cats in the neighborhood, which has been a bit problematic.
Has taken everything
So it could just be that, but it just looked like a burn for some
times for the
reason.
Rohirrim.
It is a sad thing to watch your lands
But yeah.
die.
I am afraid of what is happening to these
Just
lands.
not too sure.
The White Wizard has taken everything from us.
Yeah,
I'm afraid of
I mean,
what
it's
is
healed
happening to
now.
these lands.
it's healing and everything like that. She's fine. The worst I think we had is she had an infection in her eye once, so we had to get that sorted. That was kind of horrible because, you know, they kind of got that like white, it's like that white kind of bit under their eye, like almost like a film. That like swelled up across the like entire eye, so it was like a tiny slit of one of our eyes. You could actually see. So that wasn't fun. But I got her sorted. I didn't realize for a couple of days because she doesn't normally like. She's normally a little bit of an outdoor cat, and she kind of has bits of indoorness. But you don't like with that. You don't really get a chance to see her eye up close. So I think I didn't notice it for a bit, and once I did, I was like, right, cool. Need to get this sorted right now. Right. Head north behind the mountain and find a place to rest. That's a... Wait a what now? Who, what, when, where, why, and how? That's just rude. That's like all my health gone. What on earth? Yeah, okay, cool. I'm gonna die. Let me get a health potion and used because that was not fun. You want to be so close to throwing up? That is a terrible feeling though. Had that when I was ill. Where am I going? Like, I was expecting to stand and think at the cliff's edge. Okay. Let's go here. We've got a thinking spot. Oh my god. I don't like it. It's scary. Look at the green hills, the great river, untouched by Nurzum, and filled with the overwhelming grief and anger at the plight of Wildemore. I'm so scared. I like how, though, you know, I don't think we've had that much guilt or what have you, or grief even, over anything. We're like basically a psychopath in a sense, because we just don't really have feelings for some of these characters, you know. It's like, ah, that's another dead one. It's another dead Thane on our hands. I meant the character,
times for the Rohirrim.
not me. I get sad when people die. It's like I said, our character's a murderer. Like a mass murderer. Probably like very much. You know. Yeah, the first step is acceptance. That's what we should do. We should just like make a character that kills everything it sees. I mean, yeah, the more time we spend grieving and crying, the more people are gonna die because we do that, you know. Wasting time. We gotta go save everybody. I haven't got time to dilly-dally. Yeah, we lost emotions about 27 streams ago. What happened 27 streams ago? That thing? What thing?
These
I don't
are
know.
desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Where did they bury
I'm
him?
afraid of what is happening to these lands.
Ranmald, in her fragile state, needs the kindness of the other women encamped in the sleeping cave.
It's so nice that this cave is perfectly suited to Oh, okay. I thought actually
These
something
are
had happened.
desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Maybe I was like, oh, it's at
These
the
are
time I
desperate
said
times
like
for the
something
Rohirrim.
about the Titanic and how they're already, you know, when you're talking about them sinking, they're already dead.
I'm
So
afraid of what is happening
I'm not
to
killing
these
them.
lands.
Why do you not like Ranmald? You know,
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
from some fancy city. Roar. Not streaming to Titanic. Would that make you feel
afraid
better?
of what
The
is
Titanic.
happening to these lands.
Oh, loving that animation. Just watching the Titanic sink. Take your mind off everything. Ah, here's where they buried him. Nice. Okay.
I'm afraid of what is happening to these lands.
Alright, what are these? What are this lot chatting about? Hmm.
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
Come on, guys. I believe that you can be... Oh my god, what?
These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
That's kind of harsh. Oh no, I remember though. I have the Lego Star Wars games on, I think, GOG. Wait, what? Survived what? Oh, what, the in the
I'm
Titanic?
afraid of what is happening to these lands. These are desperate times for the Rohirrim.
I remember someone saying, you know how like Sting glows when it's near an orc? There's that scene in The Hobbit where like Bilbo comes across Gollum for the first time. And someone was like, the scariest thing for Bilbo in that moment has to be the fact that Sting isn't glowing. Or like the moment that Sting stops glowing, he knows the orc is dead. But also he knows now that like
I'm
Gollum
afraid
is
of
something
what
else.
is happening to these lands.
I was like, yeah, that probably would be
War
quite
is
creepy.
upon us. Down with Isengard.
You'd probably also be like,
thousand
this is more
curses
powerful
upon
than,
the
or like,
orcs.
technically
How
stronger
could
than
we
an orc. in a
possibly
sense.
survive this?
But yes, it is what we were talking about. But as you know, I'm very easily distracted and do tend to forget the topic at hand a lot of the time. So yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm just saying, like, I think if you had Sting and you're in Bilbo's feet, you probably, you know, or in his shoes. I would say shoes, but feet. You probably get used to, like, you know, to orcs, and that'll be a constant. And then you have like this extra thing that shows up isn't an orc. I just killed an orc. Yeah. I would have just left it with saying that I'm very forgetful. I'll be talking about something, and then like 5 seconds later, literally forget what topic it was. I think you've experienced this quite a few times as well. I think I do get distracted, but I think by the game. Like, if we were just having a conversation, like, one-on-one, or whatever, or it wasn't... Let's say we were doing, like, a just chatting stream instead of a you know, playing the game, or just, like, standing still and not playing. I'd probably be fine, but it's also when I'm having to sort of do half and half, like, half pay attention. Not half pay attention, but, like, half my brain is paying attention to the game, half my brain is attention to, well... the conversation. They'll find their way if you become separated. Okay, cool. And then down here, apparently, we've got to collect some axes, some cooking supplies, and some weapons. Do not draw too much attention from the orcs, so we just use beneath notice and camouflage. Well, you know, when you type that slow, it's fine. I wonder what, you know, the too much attention, like, is there a gauge or is, what, like, you know, do I just have to be sneaky? You know, Padme Mad Day? No. You're gonna do a Lindral now, are you? I think that's what you mean. It's no longer a Padme, it's a Lindral. I think Lindral's like properly dead though. It'll all be on me. Damn. I'm gonna become Lindral. That way I can be a maxed hunter. And then I can just do the content. And then I can become Lindral with Sauron's helmet. I'd feel bad, yeah. I mean, it's not necessarily like I'd be able to do anything about it. But I wouldn't feel good. I'd be saddened. My day would be ruined. Not just my day. Probably more than my day. And then secretly I'll be like, haha, I don't have to do any festival content now. Wahahaha. I never wear the hat again. Yeah, I'll never wear this hat again. But then I'll just wear the other hat. I like how they're asking anyone on live. Like, there's 200 people on, which is a bit of a surprise, but also it's like 2 AM. I wouldn't expect an EU server to necessarily be, you know, the most, you know, not popular, populated. 2 AM. 3 AM if you're Ghost. In Ghost time. As it is referred to. Only hoods and helmets. I could do hoods. So that's why I sometimes don't worry too much about like character creation, is because I'm like, I'm just gonna wear a hood or a helmet or something.
How could we possibly survive this?
Why does my
Saruman
face
will
need to look
pay
good?
for the crimes of the White Hand.
Because my face is
War
gonna be
upon
covered.
us. Down with Isengard. 1,000 curses upon the orcs.
Ghost time is almost sleep
These are
time.
desperate
Suppose you
times for
haven't
the
like just passed
Rohirrim.
out, to be honest. That's what I normally do when I'm ill. You gotta stay here for level 92 though, because we're nearly level 92. And then maybe we'll finish off after that with a 2-hour stream, a level increase, and a sleepy ghost. Yeah, that's what happened to me. And then you kind of get like thrown off your sleep schedule, and then you lose track of days. Or at least that's what when I was sick. How can I play with that skill rotation? Well, this one? This one's terrible. That's because it's war steeds, and I don't care about war steeds. In the slightest. Mounted combat is garbage. Well, yeah, I'm just saying, like, when I had a sleep schedule, then, you know, suddenly I was, like, sleeping more because I was more tired. And I couldn't really do anything. Which then led to me being awake at awkward times. Which then led to me just losing track of days and everything. And, yeah, it just really threw me off. Though, on the topic of this skill rotation, or not skill rotation, but like my hotbars, I do actually need to sort them out. I just haven't had the time. And also, like, because, okay, you may say to yourself, just move it around, you know, not that difficult. But it's not just that, because I have the muscle memory of this, you know, rotation, or not rotation, but like hotkeys. All this stuff up here can move, but this is in my muscle memory. So I can't change it and then immediately be fine. Which kind of sucks. I mean, I got to like level 90 through like farming, I'm pretty sure, so, you know. And that was when I had time and I wasn't working and what have you. Because it's been that long since I properly played this character. That's why I think 1 level a day is kind of my like... Tarvellad is not a cheat. Tarvellad was me actually getting to a high level to help you through Angmar and Dampe. Originally. So I didn't actually get to 90. I got to, I think, 60 through farming, actually. Because I wanted to be a higher level, so I wasn't just, like, on level. I was just easily killing stuff.
These are
and then I leveled normally from there.
I am afraid of what is happening to these lands. I do not know if we will survive this.
So how are we doing on Quest of the High Knoll? Should we go until Quest of the High Knoll is completed? 5 more quests. Sounds like maybe a plan. But yeah, that is the kind of reason I didn't start the character off normally. Because I wanted to get him to that level a bit quicker, rather than playing normally, as I was before. So yeah. I don't like these collect their beaks and, you know, all this stuff. Can this game stop doing this? That's the only thing I don't like about Rohan. And mounted combat. Mounted combat is something I care about so little I forget it's in the game. Except all the times I whine about mounted combat. And then that's because I remember it's in the game. I mean, yeah, and, you know, it's a complete lie, because it's not even off his face. I mean, it does look like I've ripped its skin off and everything, but it's fine. We're totally a normal elf. There's nothing sadistic about this character, clearly. I can't take my word for it. I have to bring 10 beaks. Just to prove it. Seems a bit over the top. I need snow stalkers that are hungry, not the ones that have eaten. I might go get some food in a minute. Once I finish stream. Might be an idea. That's another thing. On the topic of food, and so we were talking earlier, Ghost, about Subway. I think the Subway that I normally go to that used to be 24/7 isn't 24/7 now, which is really annoying me. I'm very upset. So sad. But also, yeah, their card machine isn't working, and yeah, because I was talking to one of the girls in there at one point, and she said that she finished at her shift at 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was there at I think like 11:30, which is fine. But that made it sound like she was finishing then and someone else was swapping over. But then I went there once at like 11 and it was shut. So I don't actually know. And they used to have a sign saying open or 24/7 or whatever it used to say. And it doesn't have that now. So I actually don't know. But not like I can particularly go and get much from there anyway, considering they haven't got a card machine. And, you know, on a night like tonight, I don't normally expect to go get food. So I don't have the money to get out. So... yeah, the thing is, I think the only thing it'll be is like Google Maps, and Google Maps is, you know, quite famously at the minute messed up for opening times. I think even our opening times. I actually changed the opening time for the laser tag thing that I at work, and I got an email the other day saying like 10,000 people had seen it. Yeah. Since you let us know the location of X thing has moved, it's been seen more than 10,000 times. Nice. Oh, nice. I think I've ever seen one in real life that I can remember. I am not doing the blizzard. The blizzard can go but die. Downloading a game for the first time, didn't know it was a thing. It is indeed a thing. Hopefully continues to be for years to come. Otherwise, what am I going to do about all that time I put into it? No, yeah. I think there's been a lot of, like, years back there was a lot of, like, is this game dead? And that kind of jazz. Or is this game going to shut down next year? I think from what we've seen, it's a definite... it's not going to shut down anytime soon, unless something catastrophic happens. So I think that's something that a lot of people had sort of concerns about, like, is it worth starting if it shuts down, like, next month? You know? I actually read a story, right, about this MMO that was shut down in the first day. I think it was, like, the first day. So what ended up happening is, like, it released, and then within the first day, there was, like, the servers, like, had an error that went down, and then it corrupted all the servers, and the game was completely gone, and they were like, we're just not going to remake it. There was no, like, backups or anything. Which is insane. You gonna go? Well, hopefully you feel better soon, Ghost. That's all we can hope for. We'll find our favorite ghost back in the stream as much as possible. Also, if you feel better, you can't haunt me, so that would be good. Alright. So, obviously, we got to 92. That's all good. Happy times there. I'm interested to see if there are any... I'll look sometime later. I don't think I'll be doing it right now, but... I don't want to... it's difficult, right? So, I don't want to... I don't want to spoil myself on what the quests are, or locations, or what have you. I think this is the Nona Cave, right? Yeah, I don't want to spoil myself, by any means. But I want to look up and just see if there are any armor pieces. So you're going to have book 11. Cool, so I could skip if I wanted to this location. I don't want to, though. Ideally, I want to go through the main content as is. So I still need to do Moria. because Moria is a trait point, and I do need to do West Rohan side stuff for the trait point also. However, I'm missing a quest, or 2 quests. I mean, the Warband I'm not doing, but this one, find the owner of the campfire in Bale Woods. Okay. So that's by Serdix camp. So let's make a beeline straight for that. Complete this, and then that's 2,000 extra virtual experience plus an extra 200 because of the 10% boost. Hopefully, please don't die. And I think we'll possibly finish off soon-ish, as I am working tomorrow night, or tonight, I guess. I do want to get enough rest for that. However, tomorrow night, if we're feeling well enough, will be a longer stream, and then obviously Monday night is regular old stream. So that's what, 6 hours? Makes me feel bad. Doing 6-hour streams on a normal basis makes me feel like 2 hours is nothing, like, in comparison. 2 hours feels like I've been on for like 15 minutes. But I still think it's a decent chunk of time. I mean, 2 hours and we got a level at 91 to 92. I think it's alright. Varg is a no-go from me because he has like 300,000 morale. So, nah, not happening. No, thank you. I like not dying. So far, we haven't died in our time retained. I think we haven't died on this character at all. I think. I could be wrong about that. I could be incredibly wrong about that, but I think that might be the case. Is that why I still got Undying as my title? Probably. I nearly died earlier. Because I know Palpatine died around here. So that makes me think I haven't died here. Because I'm only remembering Palpatine's deaths. Dude, I nearly cheesed it. I could have gone away with that. Okay. I think we gotta go the other way around. We gotta like, go up there and around. Or the normal pathway. That I didn't see the first time. Even though I've been here.
A friend in a time of need is dear indeed.
I do not know if we will survive this onslaught.
Okay, we only need to
These
do
are
one more
desperate
quest. However, I
times
think
for the
we'll wait
Rohirrim.
until it takes us to the next region.
We travel swiftly, but we will aid you as best we may.
I do not know if we will survive this
cool.
onslaught.
Stand at the nearby
I do
bunker
not
and
know
watch
if
the
we will
road.
survive this onslaught.
Bunker? This bunker. Aha. Okay. This
These are
walks
desperate times for the
over in that
Rohirrim.
direction, dude.
These
Search for any
are
signs of burnt
desperate
or
times for the
refugees in
Rohirrim.
Balewood. Hopefully not. There's a warband there. He's gonna kill me. Hopefully not. I mean, there is this. Which makes me think there is something up there. Oh, I guess also, let's have a look at 92 gear in comparison. Because our cloak was almost double. I think now it may be getting closer. Yeah, so we're looking for 336, and then it's double. Nice. No Zemrath. And then obviously, yeah. So it's close, but not quite there yet. Small rucksack. This instance quest is meant for a run solo, cannot be run in a group. Okay, cool. Glad to hear. I was worried that there was yeah, cool. I was worried it was going to be like,
Terrible
this is a
things
group
lurk in the
content,
dark of the
but you
forest.
won't get inspiration.
If any of the refugees from Beertor yet survive, they will need aid.
Okay, so these guys just want some help. Cool. I'm thinking we should just get like
What brings you to these
if we get
lands?
to like 95, we'll get the 95 gear, and then we should just, like, absolutely wreck this area. Assuming we're still in 85 territory. But even so, like, obviously 95 is going to be a nice... Is it Of the Deep is, like, what I'm thinking of? Yeah, 95. Change that to incomparable only. Then you've got, like, some later stuff, but more specifically, I think we're looking for, like, this stuff. Faded combat, pauldrons of the thing, so more physical mastery, more crit, obviously more vitality, more agility. Like, it's going to be better than what we have, for sure. It is going to be an upgrade. The level 95 moat gear might be a better upgrade, though. Not going to lie.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
Please don't go awkward ways. I guess it's good not to go in. Ah, cool. I did literally say this is probably what's something that's going on. They're not getting attacked. I can't remember if we take, like, if I remember correctly, we take care of Voskor. Is that the same guy I'm thinking of earlier? So I think we take care of Nerzum in the main quest, which means that we're not gonna end up having, like, Nerzum be taken out in the side content, and we can't, like, kind of mess up the story. Is this Nerzum coming through? Yeah. No, not Nerzum. Rotten Heart. Let me help. I'll shoot him in the back. Okay. Get absolutely wrecked. And let's get out of here. So is Balewood the next bit? Yeah, so am I missing a quest in High Knolls? Or is this going to be the last one? Because I might be missing a quest. Which normally doesn't happen.
I am afraid of what
Yeah,
has
it looks like this
happened
is
to
Balewood
this
stuff.
land.
So we're actually missing a High Knolls quest, which is a little bit awkward. So let's, at some point, go sort that out. However, I think this is a sort of perfect time for it to finish. We got this nice little campsite that is all clean and lovely. We've got some wild red mushrooms, which I think is part of that deed. So let's go sort that out. I'm going to pick up these quests just so I've got a location to focus on.
I am afraid of what
However,
is
we're not going to worry about
happening to
those
these lands.
for the moment.
I'm afraid of what is
Instead,
happening
as I
to
said, we're
these
going to finish
lands.
off level 92. Pretty happy we got an extra level. Might even go and start getting enhanced XP supplies. And start, like, getting, 4 of those, for each level. And then that way we have double XP consistently, plus a 50% experience from that. And then if we were to chuck on an a double XP tome, then that's like, what, 450 times? No, not 450 times. 450% experience, which obviously is quite a significant chunk. Actually, I think it might even be 500% experience because of the way it's calculated. But I could be wrong. But I think that might actually be the case. Because it's 100% base, 150%, 250% from the extraordinary experience, and then the enhanced XP supply doubles everything after that. So it should be technically 500% experience, which is however many times. So if we want to level up quick, that is the way. Yeah. But that's for other times. But yeah, for now, stream is done. Thank you all for coming along. Hope you enjoyed your time, and I'll see you guys all tomorrow for a stream about this time as well. Probably a little bit earlier if all things go to plan. Maybe about an hour earlier than we started today. But obviously, to see that, you can either follow or go in the Discord below, and that has little notifications and all that jazz. But then, yeah, we should have a longer stream tomorrow as well, because I'm not working Monday. I'm gonna go now. See you guys later. Bye bye.